What businesses need to be started here in Utah to be ready to take on the Olympics? What housing is going to be needed to take on the Olympics? Right? So
hopefully a lot of ADUs.
Yeah. Well, think about the influx from literally all over the world that are going to be coming in. I remember in 2002, I was in middle school when the Olympics came here, but I remember people leaving their homes and going to another state on vacation so that they could just rent out their whole home for people during the Olympics. And I think we're going to start seeing that kind of stuff happen again. So I think these ADUs are going to be a good time.
It's my plan.
Yeah.
Spend a couple weeks in like Cabo or something.
Yeah,
and it'll be paid for.
Let someone else pay for it. Exactly.
Paid for.
Yeah. So I think these tools, just planning ahead, jumping in, figuring out your strategy, talking with people who actually know what they're doing, not just who have heard it or seen it on YouTube videos. But I think what I love about your podcast here is you guys are giving like real scenarios of people who are actually in it, like you two, who are actually in this all day, every day, not only as your own investor, but helping other people get into it and helping them manage their properties. And so this is real advice that people need to be listening to, almost as a step-by-step guide to ensure their success.
And the thing that we always try to do, and I love this about us, is we don't.
I love this. We like ourselves.
We love us.
It's the best thing
I
about
love us.
But no, the reason I love it is because we're not cherry picking. Like, we found this 1 in a million kind of a deal where so-and-so got X amount of dollars or whatever. Like, we're not cherry picking like the miraculous events that are super hard and establish the wrong expectation. These are like not even these are just average. Like, it's normal. Like, we could find one of these literally today for someone to cover a huge amount of their mortgage and make an amazing investment. Like, it's not. It's a strategy. It's not a rarity, and we just have the strategy to make it happen.
Yeah, strategy. I like that a lot. In my background, I was in private equity for many years and working with in the private equity sector. It was many different companies involved in real estate, whether they're a developer or an operator or the actual construction side of these things. And then we went out and acquired a lot of doors. And, so you're working with these big accredited investors. And generally an accredited investor is someone who's making more than $250,000 a year, or their net worth is over $1 million, not including their primary residence. That doesn't include everybody. And so generally your minimum investment is like $250,000 or more. And most people can't come up with that kind of cash to start getting involved in multi-family apartments. Right?
Say, that's not MLM.
Not. Well, we are in Utah, but we're not that kind. Yeah, I've got the two mixed up. But so in these multi-family apartments, and so this is a great way for you to enter the game, like many of these multimillionaires across the country who have invested in real estate, who understood the power of those three things we talked about: appreciation, depreciation, and cash flow. And if you can get in on 2 of those 3, you're going to be one of those great people someday, those accredited investors that can maybe go get into a bigger fund. But this is a great way to get started right now, even in your 20s. So a statistic came out earlier this year that honestly scares me. But the average first-time home buyer in America is 37 years old. That's my age. I've owned a home for 15 years. And so I can't imagine just getting into the game now. My net worth would be drastically different.